He looks like he was built in a lab by a scientist. 6'4", built like a Viking, runs like a winger, finishes like a machine. And according to Zlatan Ibrahimovic, his secret power might literally be in his hair.
I saw him with this long pony hair, and my agent was telling me, listen, I saw a different Zlatan in him.
Wow.
And I said to keep that hair, because that hair is going to bring you far where you want to come.
Obviously, Zlatan was joking, but look at Haaland's career and it's hard not to wonder if there's something supernatural going on. Every level he reaches, he outgrows in months. Every league he enters, he ends up owning.
He's going to set records. He's infectious. He's gone to the champions, the best football team in the country, and changed them and made them better and changed international players around him, and looks every time he goes on the football pitch like he's going to score a goal.
And just when people think they've figured him out, he finds another gear. At this point, fans are almost numb to it. A hat-trick, normal. 40+ goals a season, normal. Another record falling. Just another day at the office. But what's happening right now isn't normal, not after what he just did at the 2026 World Cup. While the football world was busy arguing about Messi, Mbappe, and Ronaldo, Haaland quietly reminded everyone why he's the most terrifying number 9 on the planet. 2 goals against Iraq, relentless movement, clinical finishing, the kind of physical dominance that makes defenders look like they wandered into the wrong sport. The scary part is he's still improving, which is exactly what Zlatan warned us about. Haaland isn't just another great striker, he might be the final evolution of the position. So how did he get here? To understand that, we have to go back to before the records, before the trophies, before Manchester City, back when he was just a skinny kid trying to make a name for himself in Norway.
Erling Haaland.
His father, Erling Haaland, played professionally and spent years in the Premier League. But a famous football dad doesn't guarantee anything.
My father's been a big role model for me. I always said to myself I want to become a professional football player at a high level, and to try to get better than him is also a goal. And I had a lot of role models, but my father's maybe been the biggest one.
What set him apart early wasn't talent alone. Coaches kept coming back to the same word, obsession. He didn't just want to be good while other kids watched cartoons. He was studying strikers, their movement, their finishing.
As he grew older, he was very hardworking. He smiled a lot, trained a lot, scored a lot.
That obsession showed up first at Molde, under a manager named Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. The goals were there, the movement was there, but he still looked raw, unfinished, a work in progress.
I knew when I was young that I was good, but you know, it's also a long way to go. Of course, my dream is to become one of the best players in the world.
Then came Salzburg, and suddenly the whole football world was paying attention, because what happened in Austria bordered on ridiculous. He wasn't just scoring against Champions League defenders, he was terrorizing them, experienced internationals included. 8 goals in his first 6 Champions League appearances. At 19 years old, most teenagers are trying to break into a first team. Haaland was breaking the Champions League.
When I was in Salzburg, I started scoring goals there, but also, you know, if I'm realistic, or look at Kylian Mbappe, he's banging goals in Liga, so you know, you can always reach a higher level.
That's when Borussia Dortmund came calling, and this is where the transformation really started. The Bundesliga had seen great strikers before, but Haaland felt like something else entirely. The speed shouldn't have existed in a body that size. The power shouldn't have coexisted with that acceleration. Defenders learned the hard way. Give Haaland half a yard and you're already too late. His numbers at Dortmund were absurd. Goals every game, records every month, highlight reels every week. But one question kept following him. Could he do it in the Premier League, week in, week out, against the best?
Erling Haaland will not live up to the expectation. I am so bored.
Why won't he?
Because he isn't the player that everybody thinks he is.
Then Manchester City signed him, and that debate died fast. Everyone assumed Pep Guardiola would reshape him, turn him into a false 9, drop him deep, get him linking play with De Bruyne and Rodri. Instead, Pep built the system around him. The result was carnage. 52 goals in his first season, a treble to go with it. The scariest part wasn't the goal count, it was how simple he made it look. No wasted touches, no showboating, just movement and timing. It's the same thing Zlatan once praised in him. Haaland is smart enough to never attempt what he can't do. He stays locked on the one job that matters, put the ball in the net.
I think Haaland is very intelligent in the way he's playing. He doesn't touch the ball more than he needs to.
No ego getting in the way. By 2026, he'd won almost everything at club level. League titles, domestic cups, Champions League trophies, golden boots, individual awards, records that weren't supposed to fall. Only one thing was missing: a World Cup moment. Norway hadn't even qualified since 1998. An entire generation of Norwegian fans had never seen their country on that stage. Then Haaland arrived and everything shifted. Norway stopped being participants and became a threat. Because when the world's deadliest striker is leading your line, every mistake an opponent makes turns into a goal and every game turns dangerous. The World Cup is where legends get made. And now Haaland is trying to write his own chapter into it. Here's the unsettling part. He's only just entering what should be his prime. Most strikers peak around 27 or 28, which means the player breaking records, winning trophies, and dismantling Premier League and Champions League defenses right now might not even be the finished product. He might still be getting better. And if Zlatan's right, maybe the secret really was in the hair all along. Thanks for watching.